Alright guys, what's up? It's Jack and welcome back to another video. So remember the other day where I was talking about how much of a grind Call of Duty World War II would be? Well, I was actually curious just as to how much of a grind it would be. Now as you can see on the top right hand corner, I'm at 15,786 Armory credits, right? So I was wondering just how many Armory credits I would need to grind the game and literally unlock everything that the game had to offer, like all the DLC, all the weapon variants, uniforms, you name it. So I used my cell phone and I was on the calculator app for quite a while. And just in case you guys are wondering how long this took just to add everything up in terms of what I needed, it took about an hour and 15 minutes because I went into, and I just finished a few minutes ago, so I'll show you right now. I went into, as you can see, there's 2 hours and 39 minutes for payroll to come up again, and payroll comes up every 4 hours. So you subtract everything, you do some basic math. It took an hour and 15 minutes just to add everything up. So I'm going to go into collections over here so we can see everything. Now, every single one of these operations have assignments, right? For those of you guys that don't know. So this is where I'm at. And I'm a second prestige right now. I'm about to be a third thanks to double XP and everything. But like you go into here, you know, it's got little assignments that you need to do. And you go into here and then you have to basically unlock all this stuff in order to get the main thing that you want, which is up here. So there's a lot. Like I did all of this adding for every single one of these bad boys, and it just so happens that the very first operation, Overlord, has 63 different books of assignments, so to speak. Every single one of these has, like, look at that. It's insane. So I was wondering just how many, and I did the numbers and I added everything up. So I'm going to leave this bad boy for last because it has 63 different operations, and I'm at 0 at 63, go figure. But anyway, all right, so we're going to start at special here. So again, that's where I'm at and everything like that. So at special, how long did it, like what is the total amount of Armory credits I'm going to need for special? And we are at 46,275. So I go into Hollowed Scream. There's a few more assignments, as you can see, to do over here. There's a few things that I've unlocked from supply drops and everything like that. I haven't really spent that much Armory credits or salvage. Sometimes I'll call them salvage because I get them confused or whatnot. So for Halloween Scream, I will need a total of 47,975. I'm looking down at my sheet of paper here to make sure I got it right. So moving on next to Covert Storm. So as you can see, there's 4 again. Each one of these have all these. I haven't done any of them. So after all the math at Covert Storm, we have 59,975. And granted, you guys know how much I've been playing lately over the last week or so, and I'm only at 15,786. And at the most that you can get during the day is like 800 or some shit. No, I'm sorry. Anywhere from 900 to 1,500 if you... I'm going to go over that a little bit later, but let's keep going. So we're at Days of Thunder. There's only 4 different portfolios of assignments, and everything is getting, like, look at this. I haven't seen anything more expensive than 12,950. Thank God. But yeah, if you really want this football helmet, holy shit. And then obviously you get this when you unlock everything. So epic Ribby rolls. I hear this is a really good gun, so it's how bad do you want it, man? All right, so yeah, Days of Summer. We need a total of 71,775. Moving on to Liberty Strike. This shit's getting scary as I'm reading this. All right, let's see. Okay, so 4 assignments. Haven't done anything. So Liberty Strike, we need a total of 73,800. Moving on to Undead. I'm not gonna waste any more time going into these. So for Undead. I'm going to need 67,600. Moving on to Blitzkrieg, there's 4 as you can see, 69,425. Now this is where we start to get into some big numbers over here with Resistance. There's 10 of these, so and each one of them has its own good amount of things to do, and we need a total of 160,050 armor credits. Anyway, moving on to Winter Siege. We need 111,750. And of course, Operation Overlord. Now there's 63 for Operation Overlord, okay? 63 different groups of things and shit that you have to do, right? So I had to break this down. I added from 1 to 20 and then 21 to 40 and then 41 through 63 just to make sure I wouldn't lose track or whatnot. So in a grand total for Operation Overlord, I need 665,650. And then after you add up everything together, the grand total of Armory credits that I'm going to need is 1,374,275. That shit is insane. Like this, thank God that I started to get into this game again or just get into this game period, because if Call of Duty 2020 sucks, guess what? I'm probably spending a shit ton of time playing this game. So, I mean, I'm sure that eventually, I'd need a break from it and I'd play something else, either something new that comes out or just a different flavor of COD. But if Call of Duty 2020 ends up sucking, and we got to consider the fact that it may, if that ends up being the case, this game is going to have a lot of my attention. And as you can see, as I just showed you, in terms of the numbers, it's absolutely insane. And obviously, doing this, I'm sure there are some people out there that have their alarms set to basically wake up every let's say you get in here every 4 hours or whatnot, right? Or let's say you come home and you set your alarm clock to wake up 4 hours after sleep, so that way you can get in here and get payroll every 4 hours. I'm sure there's some people that do that. It's absolutely insane. But in terms of payroll and doing the where are we at here? In terms of the operations for orders and stuff like that, some of these give you Armory credits, which is the only ones that I go for, and then some of these will give you supply drops, and those are the only ways you can open all this stuff unless you spend money. Obviously, the people that spend money are the ones that aren't going to grind as hard, so wham bam, there you go. Spend money, get everything faster. And for the people that want to grind, if you want to be a grind master, that's how you do it if you don't want to spend a penny, which is a hell of a grind if you ask me. So anyway, for those of you guys that play this game, I'm going to finish by saying this. For those of you guys that play this game, how far along are you? What's your prestige level, if you even prestige? How much shit do you have? And who knows, maybe this video will inspire you to do your own calculations. It's absolutely safe. Just make sure you have a calculator, okay? Whatever you do, do not try to do this the old-fashioned way with pen and paper, or pencil and paper, actually. Unless you're a mathematician. If you're a mathematician, then challenge yourself and see what happens. But that is the amount of salvage I need. So where are you guys at? How much salvage do you need? And did you guys know that it took this much? Or you probably knew it took a lot, but you didn't know exactly how many. So for those of you that did, well, this is what I need. This is, obviously I wanted to go back and see how much everything costs, but once you unlock it, it doesn't tell you how much you spent. It just has a little check mark. As you can see, I'll go into it just so you can see what I'm talking about.
Moving out.
Like for Overlord, I've done a few things. As you can see, there's check marks. It doesn't say how much I've spent and how much it took. So if anything, do your supply drop, do your challenges for supply drops, and do your challenges for, my only problem is that I don't like to do anything outside of kills and assault rifle SMGs. So, but thank God for payroll. At least that helps a little bit. So yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. Let me know everything down in the comments section below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. I'll catch you guys on the next one and or stream. Take care.